You don't actually enjoy watching porn and masturbating to it. Honestly, think about it logically. If we recorded you watching porn and masturbating to it, would you actually be happy? If we actually had a secret camera in your room and we made a recording of yourself watching porn and then masturbating to it, would you actually be happy? Would we actually be seeing you smiling? That would actually be a weird and disturbing image to see. To see you actually smiling and masturbating to porn. That's weird. That just doesn't happen. You don't actually see that. In fact, you're not even truly addicted to porn. You're not. It's not even the porn that you like. It's not the porn that you're addicted to. What you're actually addicted to is the chase of dopamine. What you're actually addicted to is seeking comfort through the seemingly pleasurable activity of watching porn and masturbating to it. To escape poor mental health. That is the reason why you keep watching porn. That is the reason why you're addicted to porn. You're addicted to feeling good. You're addicted to that dopamine, that dopamine hit. You're addicted to releasing those chemicals. That is exactly why you keep finding yourself watching porn, even though you don't even like it, even though you don't actually enjoy it. The thing with human beings is that they don't just randomly do things for no reason. On some subconscious level, on some biological level, you think that there is a benefit to watching porn. There's a perceived benefit to watching porn, which is I feel anxious, I feel bad about myself, therefore I go and watch porn. And what's insidious about this is that you don't even know that you have poor mental health. You think you don't have poor mental health, but you in fact do. That is why you keep finding yourself doing this disgusting habit. The problem with watching porn and masturbating to it, the problem with constantly chasing dopamine, is that it stops you from sitting down and self-reflecting. When you watch porn and masturbate, you feel crappy about yourself, you feel bad about yourself. And then you temporarily get on with your day, you have the walk on shame, and then later that day, you feel bad about yourself, and then you just go and masturbate again, and then the cycle just continues and continues and continues. That is what porn offers you. That is what porn has to offer you. Feeling bad about yourself, and all these other side effects that I keep mentioning in my videos, like erectile dysfunction, and not being able to please your wife in bed, and this, that, and the other. That is all that porn and masturbation has to offer you. There's literally no benefit to watching porn and masturbating. That's exactly why it's haram. That is the wisdom to porn and masturbation being haram. So what is the solution? This is the solution, okay? You're going to want to listen closely and write this down. Literally write the solution down. That solution is to release the dopamine in a halal and healthy way. That is to find healthy ways to cure your mental health. That is to actually reflect upon and figure out why you keep watching porn, why you keep going back to this disgusting habit. You need to find a healthy way of releasing dopamine, and you need to actually reflect upon yourself, because that's the thing with porn. It stops you from self-reflecting. When you're feeling this urge to just go and masturbate, when you're feeling this urge, when you're feeling this pull, okay, when you're feeling this pull to just go and do something haram, you need to stop and actually self-reflect. You don't run away from it. You don't run away from these feelings. You don't try to distract yourself by doing cold showers and meditating, this and the other. You sit down and you reflect. You sit down and write down why you are feeling this way. You actually have to figure out why you're feeling this way. Why is it that you want to masturbate to porn? Why are you feeling so terrible about yourself? And then you go and try to help yourself. If you actually want even more detail on how to get rid of this disgusting habit, that is porn and masturbation, then check out the link in the description below. I actually have a full-on course that teaches you to stop falling for this useless, disgusting habit. This course will teach you how to kill porn and masturbation. This This course will teach you how to kill this disgusting habit. And here's the thing: when you have this pull, right? When you have this urge to just go and masturbate and watch porn, when you have this thought, when you have this feeling, who told you actually have to do anything about it? I mean, as in, who told you actually have to release it in this haram way? If you have sexual thoughts, if you have the desire to do something haram, number one, reflect upon it. The second thing, ask Allah for help. And the second thing, you don't have to actually go and masturbate. You don't actually have to do anything about it. Why do you think that when you get these sexual desires, these sexual urges, or when you feel anxious and feel bad about yourself, why do you feel like you have to do it through watching porn? If you have these sexual desires, just let them be, like I mentioned in my other videos, and actually sit down and reflect. Why are you feeling these sexual desires? Why are you feeling these urges? And yeah, that's it. I was about to end the video before making an outro, and yeah, I hope this video was beneficial to you. Assalamu alaikum. Take care.